Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name's Nell. I'm from jupiterstemple.com and I am, among many things, but a professional tarot reader. I also teach the tarot online as well as in person. And today I thought I would look very deeply into the suit of fire, and that's the wands, as you can see before us now. I've got ace through 10. I've left the courts out because that will be in a separate video. But my intention throughout these next few weeks is to look at every aspect of how we can apply the wands, or how the wands will apply in our daily lives, through love, intuition, desire, passion, work, and every kind of facet that the tarot would fit into our lives. So we'll do it slowly. We'll start off at the very beginning, we'll build up. And I wanted to let you guys know that I've got a very basic PDF that I've put free with this video. I'll put it in the link below, and please feel free to download that and use it and follow along, or in any which way you so wish. Okay, so let's get started on the suit of wands. So what I'm going to do today is just go through some root meanings of the different cards, and also, because we're dealing with fire, I wanted to build up the intensity of fire and show you how it goes throughout the cards. Now, this very much is like a basic beginner video, but we will get a lot more advanced or intermediate as we go on. So the meanings today are very much what you'd find really in a box if you were to get your tarot. But hopefully this helps some people. And as I say, this series will build up. And as the series goes on, feel free to just like drop in where you need the help, or whatever you need to do. So let's start off with the root meanings. And we've got ace here. And the root meanings of the ace of wands, they're the gifts of the suit. And ace of wands for me are inspiration, new opportunity, creative spark, a thumbs up, even a eureka, a great idea. The two of wands, planning, decisions, looking ahead, desire, wanting more, adventure. A lot of people get kind of mixed up with these two, but as we'll go through the series, I hope that I'll be able to break it down for you. The root of 3 is expansion, process, foresight, trust. The 4 there, celebration, home, stability, a doorway, even there. Now, remember, these are the very basic. We can go into it a lot, and we will do, but I just wanted to get this one out so people have an understanding. Okay, 5. So this is conflict, competition, tension, or scattered energy. 6, of course, it kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? Victory, success, recognition. Then we move on to 7, and we've got this guy in a very defensive kind of mode, and he's standing his ground. He's feeling challenged. Perhaps he's really touchy about a certain subject or a situation, but he doesn't look too good there. Then we move on to the 8, and we've got speed, movement, swift action, plans nearly complete. And this also is the card for falling in love as well. Of course, if you have other cards with it, but yeah, this is a good card for me for falling in love. And then we move on to the 9, the poor old 9, and he is very traumatic, as we can see. He's persistent, he has boundaries, he has resilience, he's expecting more trauma. He's built up a boundary there. He's separating himself. He's got his walls up. Perhaps this guy is suffering from PTSD. Perhaps he expects lots of trouble to come his way, even though there hasn't been trouble, but he's still in that defensive state. And then, of course, we move on to the 10, which is burden, responsibility, feeling overwhelmed. And I invite you to look at the way he's holding them. It's him holding them. He doesn't seem to be dragging them or anything like that. So perhaps this could indicate self-imposed responsibilities. And of course, he's separated now from his goal. He's separated. We've got the house in the background there. Doesn't have to be a house, by the way. It can be anything. It could be a person. But he's very much separated it. He can't see it anymore. There's no longer that passion that that was first wanted and desired. He's had a hard journey through the suit. So there's the root meanings of it. And I thought I would accompany it with the intensity. This is what I give my students, just so that they can understand. If we were to get, say, the 6 within a read, there's all there. We can know the intensity of this particular question that the querent would have. So I call the Ace of Wands the spark, the match, the initial flicker of inspiration, the potential energy. Okay, so it's not yet a flame. Then we have the Two of Wands. I call this the torch. So it's a steady flame that's held in hand. It's probably just illuminating where he stands around here. It's not quite a beacon yet. And then we have the 3. Now this light now goes outwards. It's illuminating possibilities ahead, like watching your efforts begin to extend beyond the initial spark. And then we come to the 4, and I call this the hearth, the fire, the warmth of the home fire, stable and celebratory, a controlled, nurturing flame, the kind of one that people would sit around and they'd have like a hot cider or a mulled wine, and they'd be enjoying each other. Then we come to the 5, and this is for me scattered sparks. So sparks flying in all directions, chaotic but still small. So likening that, of course, to disputes and competition and fire without any clear direction. So again, like I said, the scattered type of energy. And then we move on to the 6 of Wands, which for me is the beacon, the signal fire. It's a brighter flame that's visible to others, signaling success in this case, recognition, victory, your light seen and acknowledged. The 7, this is a guarded flame, so it's holding your torch against huge winds, defending your position. Your light persists, but it's under pressure. And here we are, we arrive at the 8, and I call this card the fireworks, the shooting stars, the arrows of fire. So it's sparks turned into streaking flames, fast, dynamic, unleashed energy. It's movement. Okay, so we can really see these flying through the air, which is why I liken them to fireworks or shooting stars. Then we come along to this poor old 9 here, and I call this smouldering ember. The fire is still burning, but it's been through a lot of storms. It's very guarded, it's protective, and it's near burnt out stage. And then we move on to the 10 of Wands. Now, I call this the overburdened furnace. So as you can imagine, a furnace, and it's absolutely overloaded with logs. The fire becomes surrounded, oppressed, and nearly snuffed out. Okay, so it's carrying too much. It's the logs are consuming it, consuming the fire. Okay, so I really hope that's helped today. This is, as I say, this is the first part. I intend to put a few videos out. Next, we'll be looking at relating these into readings. So career, love, desire, ideas. And so we can apply it, because a lot of people, or a lot of my students I found, get very stuck on the box meanings and they can't see beyond it. So typically people would think of wands as a desire, a burning passion, something that you're really focused on and that you want. And then they wouldn't be able to necessarily turn that round into a love reading. So that's my plan, to really build on this, and we'll be looking at directions, color, symbology, the esoteric meanings, as well as the mundane readings as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been of help. Don't forget to get the free PDF that I've put in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.